This profound need for stillness is not born in adulthood. It is an echo, an old familiar pattern learned when the self was first forming. Look back. You will often find a child who was a quiet observer, the one who felt the world more intensely than others, the one for whom the volume of life, the lights, the sounds, the unspoken tensions between adults was turned up too high. This is the sensitive child who learned early that the world could be overwhelming. For this child, solitude was not a punishment, as it was for others. It was a refuge. It was the only place the static would stop. You might also find the performer child, the one who learned that love and approval were conditional. They were the mature one, the good student, the peacemaker. They were always managing the emotional temperature of the room, translating the needs of one parent to another, or performing the role of the perfect, untroubled child. This is an exhausting full-time job. Their outer life was a constant expenditure of energy. For this child, their bedroom was not just a room. It was a backstage. It was the only place the costume could come off. 18, the only place they could stop holding their breath. It was here they discovered a secret. Their own company was restorative. Their inner world was a place of safety and freedom that the outer world, with its complex rules and high stakes, could not offer. This is where the craving is first wired into the nervous system. The child discovers that in solitude, they can finally process what they have absorbed. The confusing interactions of the day, the feelings of others that cling to them, the pressure to be someone, all of it can be laid out, examined, and understood only in the quiet. The inner world becomes rich and populated. It is filled with books, with daydreams, with the deep, uninterrupted flow of imagination. This is not the emptiness of loneliness. It is the fullness of a private, sovereign universe. This child learns to self-soothe, to self-reflect, and to find a stable center inside themselves. They become their own first and most reliable source of comfort. And so, the adult who craves solitude is not broken. They are simply returning to a strategy that has always worked. The adult who feels drained after a social gathering is the echo of the child who came home from school and needed an hour of absolute silence to feel human again. The adult who feels guilt for canceling plans is the echo of the child who felt torn between the desire to play with others and the even deeper need to simply be. This craving is not a sign of being antisocial. It is a sign of being pro-self. It is the legacy of a child who, out of necessity, creativity, or sensitivity, cultivated a deep and lasting friendship with their own mind. That original quiet room of their childhood became a permanent, portable architecture they carry with them for life. The need to retreat is simply the deep muscle memory of returning to the only place they ever felt completely and unconditionally whole.